in Igbo land, there lived a woman named Mama Nneka. She was known for her gentle smile and kind heart. Mama Nneka had a daughter named Ada, who was married to a hard-working man named Chidi. Ada and Chidi had just welcomed a baby girl into their family, and they needed someone to help take care of the newborn. Mama Nneka, can you come and stay with us for a while to help take care of the baby? Ada asked one sunny afternoon. Of course, my dear, I will pack my things and come tomorrow, Mama Nneka replied with a smile. The next day, Mama Nneka arrived at Ada and Chidi's home. She was very happy to see her daughter and new grandchild. She hugged Ada and little baby Amaka. Chidi was also glad to see Mama Nneka. He respected her very much because she has raised Ada well. The first few weeks went by smoothly. Mama Nneka helped with cooking, cleaning, and taking care of baby Amaka. She was a great help to Ada and Chidi. But soon, something unexpected happened. One evening, while Ada was taking a nap, Mama Nneka and Chidi were alone in the living room. They started talking about their lives. Chidi shared stories from his childhood, and Mama Nneka talked about raising Ada. As they talked, they both felt a strange connection growing between them. Chidi looked at Mama Nneka and said, "You are a wonderful woman, Mama Nneka. I admire you very much." Mama Nneka blushed and replied, "Thank you, Chidi. You are a good man, and I am happy Ada married you." As days turned into weeks, the bond between Mama Nneka and Chidi grew stronger. They started spending more time together. Sometimes, even when Ada was awake, Ada noticed the friendship between her mother and her husband but thought nothing of it. She trusted them both completely. One night, as Ada had gone to bed early, Mama Nneka and Chidi found themselves alone again. This time, the feeling between them was stronger. They talked and laughed, and before they knew it, they were holding hands. Chidi looked into Mama Nneka's eyes and said, "I feel something special for you, Mama Nneka." Mama Nneka was surprised, but also felt the same way. "I feel it too, Chidi," she whispered. That night, something happened that should never have happened. Mama Nneka and Chidi shared a secret moment together. They both knew it was wrong, but they could not help themselves. They promised each other never to speak of it again. The next morning, Mama Nneka felt guilty. She avoided Chidi and focused on taking care of baby Amaka. Chidi also felt bad and tried to keep his distance from Mama Nneka. But the secret between them weighed heavily on their hearts. As time passed, the secret became harder to keep. Mama Nneka and Chidi started to argue over little things. Ada noticed the change and became worried. She asked her mother, "Mama, is everything alright between you and Chidi?" Mama Nneka forced a smile and said, "Yes, my dear, everything is fine, don't worry." But Ada could tell something was wrong. She loved her mother and her husband, and she did not want anything to come between them. She decided to keep a closer eye on them to find out what was going on. One day, while Mama Nneka was in the kitchen and Chidi was in the living room, Ada overheard them talking in hushed voices. She quietly walked closer to hear what they were saying. Mama Nneka, we need to talk about what happened, Chidi said. No, Chidi, we promise to never speak of it again, Mama Nneka replied. But it's eating me up inside. We need to tell Ada the truth, Chidi insisted. Ada's heart sank. What truth were they talking about? She stepped into the room and said, What truth do you need to tell me? Mama Nneka and Chidi were startled. They looked at each other, knowing they could no longer keep their secret. Mama Nneka took a deep breath and said, Ada, there is something you need to know. Ada listened in shock as Mama Nneka and she told her everything. Tears filled her eyes as she heard about the night they spent together. She could not believe what she was hearing. The people she trusted the most had betrayed her. Mama Chidi, how could you do this to me? Ada cried. Mama Nneka and Chidi both felt deep shame. We are sorry, Ada. We never meant to hurt you, they said. Ada did not know what to do. She felt angry, sad, and betrayed. She needed time to think. She asked Mama Nneka to go back to her village and told Chidi she needed some space. Mama Nneka packed her things and left, feeling heartbroken. Chidi tried to comfort Ada. She needed time to heal. She knew it would be hard to forgive them, but she also knew that holding on to anger would not help her or her baby. Over the next few months, Ada focused on taking care of baby Amaka. She thought about what happened and prayed for guidance. She knew that everyone makes mistakes and she wanted to find a way to move forward. One day, Ada decided to visit her mother in the village. She took her baby Amaka and went to see Mama Nneka. When Mama Nneka saw Ada, she burst into tears. Ada, I am so sorry. Can you ever forgive me? She asked. Ada hugged her mother and said, Mama, I am hurt, but I love you. I need time to heal, but I want us to find a way to move past this. Mama Nneka nodded, grateful for Ada's word. They spent the day talking and reconnecting. Ada knew it would take time, but she was willing to try. Back at home, Ada and Chidi also started to rebuild their relationship. They talked about their feelings and worked on their marriage. It was not easy, but they were both committed to making it work. The end of the story.